All right, class. Today we're going to learn about how temperature and precipitation affect the growth and behavior of both animals and plants. These changes are part of the natural patterns and cycles that we see in our environment. Let's start with animals. Animals are affected by temperature and precipitation in different ways, especially when it comes to migration and hibernation. Some animals, like birds, will migrate when the weather gets colder. This means they travel to warmer places where there's more food and better living conditions. For example, in the fall, you might notice birds flying south. That's because colder temperatures and less food in their usual homes signal that it's time to migrate. On the other hand, some animals don't migrate. They hibernate. Hibernation is when animals go into a deep sleep during winter to conserve energy. Animals like bears, squirrels, and bats hibernate when it gets cold. They sleep for long periods of time, slowing down their body functions so they don't need as much food or energy. Temperature plays a big role in telling these animals when it's time to hibernate. Now let's talk about plants. Just like animals, plants are affected by temperature and precipitation too. During cold weather or in dry seasons, many plants go into a state called dormancy. Dormancy is like hibernation for plants. They slow down their growth and stop using as much energy. This helps them survive when conditions aren't right for growing. For example, trees lose their leaves in the fall to conserve energy for the winter months. Then, when it gets warmer and there's more rain in the spring, the plants wake up and start growing again. Precipitation, which is rain, snow, sleet, or hail, also plays a big role in these patterns. For example, in areas where there's lots of rain, animals have more food and plants grow quickly. In dry areas or during droughts, plants can't grow as well, and animals may struggle to find food. In some cases, animals will migrate to find places with more water and food, or they may change their behaviors to adapt to the drier conditions. These natural cycles help keep everything in balance. Animals and plants have developed ways to respond to changes in the weather to survive. This is part of how they fit into the larger system of their environments, working together to keep ecosystems healthy. So, as you can see, temperature and precipitation are really important for both animal and plant life. Animals might migrate or hibernate, while plants may go into dormancy to adapt to these changing conditions. Now think about this. How do you think animals and plants would adapt if the seasons didn't change as much or if there was a lot less precipitation? How would that affect their growth and behavior?